Have you ever wondered why some people seem to unlock an unstoppable flow of success, talent, and purpose, while others wander aimlessly, never quite getting there? What if I told you that mastery, the kind that Mozart, Da Vinci, or Einstein possessed, isn't some mystical gift of fate, but a process you can follow? Welcome to AudioBookCAPS, where we break down powerful ideas from life-changing books. And today, we're diving into one of the most transformative books ever written on the pursuit of excellence, Mastery by Robert Greene. So grab your headphones, get comfortable, and let's begin. Introduction. Mastery is not just another self-help book. It's a blueprint for unlocking your full creative and professional potential. Written by Robert Greene, the best-selling author behind the 48 Laws of Power and the Art of Seduction. This book is a deep dive into how extraordinary achievers reach the pinnacle of their craft. What sets this book apart is that Greene doesn't just give advice. He studies the lives of history's greatest masters and distills their paths into repeatable patterns. Think of people like Leonardo da Vinci, Charles Darwin, Albert Einstein, Martha Graham, Temple Grandin, and more. By the end of this summary, you'll understand the step-by-step process of how mastery unfolds. The 3 phases of becoming a master. How to discover your true calling. Why deep observation matters more than raw talent. And how resistance, boredom, and failure are not barriers, but stepping stones to greatness. Let's break it all down. 1. Discover your life's task. Everyone holds their own unique potential, a calling deep inside them. Mastery starts with what Greene calls your life's task. This isn't just about choosing a career. It's about identifying that deep internal drive, what you're naturally drawn to, what fascinates you, what brings you alive. Think back to childhood. What did you love doing before anyone told you what you should be doing? That's often where your life's task begins. Light bulb example. Temple Grandin, who revolutionized the livestock industry despite being autistic, was obsessed with animals and visual thinking from a young age. Her disorder became a superpower because she followed what captivated her. Many of us get trapped in jobs or paths chosen by others. But mastery requires reconnecting with your inner compass. Compass key takeaways. Listen to your internal inclinations, not societal pressures. Avoid the false path of chasing money or prestige. Explore widely, but notice what pulls you back again and again. That's your life's task. 2. The apprenticeship phase. The goal of an apprenticeship is not immediate money or recognition, but transformation. Once you've found your calling, it's time to pay your dues. This is what Greene calls the apprenticeship phase. It's the hard, unglamorous work of learning your craft, absorbing knowledge, and building skills. This phase can take 5 to 10 years. Think of it as your personal boot camp. Hammer and wrench example. Charles Darwin spent years studying barnacles. Yes, barnacles. Before writing on the origin of species. It was tedious, but it trained his observational skills and laid the foundation for his theory of evolution. Greene outlines 3 steps of the apprenticeship phase. 1. Deep observation instead of rushing to prove yourself. Begin by watching everything. Understand the unspoken rules. Study how systems work. Absorb more than you express. 2. Skill acquisition. Start mastering small, foundational skills. Repetition is key. Like a martial artist practicing the same moves 1,000 times. Mastery is built through focused, consistent effort. 3. Experimentation. Once you've internalized the basics, start experimenting. This is where creativity begins. But it only works after the foundation is in place. Direct hit rules of apprenticeship. Keep your ego in check. Learn from failure. It's your best teacher. Don't aim for fame. Aim for growth. 3. Absorb the power of mentors. A mentor is the shortcut to your transformation. Greene emphasizes that a powerful way to accelerate your path is through mentorship. A mentor provides feedback, perspective, and challenge. They shorten your learning curve by revealing the pitfalls and possibilities ahead. But it's not about waiting for a perfect guru to appear. You must seek them out and be worthy of their time. Seedling example. Michael Faraday, one of the fathers of modern electricity, was a poor bookbinder who wrote a passionate letter to scientist Humphrey Davy. That single bold move landed him an apprenticeship and a career in science. Lightbulb tips for finding mentors. Don't be passive. Ask thoughtful questions, show initiative. Offer value, do tasks they hate, help them shine. Absorb their mindset, not just their techniques. 4. Awaken the creative active. The final step is to integrate the skills into something new. Your unique expression. After years of learning and absorbing, you reach a turning point, the creative active phase. This is where you stop copying others and start innovating. You use everything you've learned, but in your own voice, with your own vision. Greene compares this to jazz musicians. They learn the scales, the theory, but once they've mastered the basics, they improvise. They create something original. Artist pal example. Mozart wasn't just a child prodigy. He spent over a decade learning composition, mimicking the styles of others. But eventually, his unique style emerged, and the world recognized it as genius. Gear how to trigger creativity, embrace constraints, they force inventive thinking. Take time off. Your brain solves problems subconsciously. Mix disciplines. Bring ideas from one field into another. 5. See reality, the master's eye. Masters are not dreamers. They see the world as it is. Masters don't live in illusions. They see reality clearly, without ego, wishful thinking, or bias. This radical clarity allows them to anticipate problems, read people, and adjust fast. Lightbulb example. Henry Ford didn't invent the automobile, but he revolutionized how it was produced because he saw a better system. Mass production using an assembly line, borrowed from meatpacking plants. Waterwave traits of clarity. See facts, not assumptions. Notice patterns others miss. Question conventional wisdom. Greene warns that most people never master this step. They get stuck in fantasies. But true mastery demands perceptual intelligence, a lucid mind. 6. Embrace resistance, pain, and failure. The road to mastery is paved with obstacles, but each one hides a gift. Mastery isn't easy. There will be boredom, frustration, doubt, even depression. But here's the key insight. These aren't signs you're failing. They're tests. Greene says you must develop what he calls emotional stamina, the ability to stick with the process, to endure the dark nights of the soul without quitting. Performing arts example. Martha Graham, the mother of modern dance, was once told her work was ugly and strange. She didn't stop. She persisted through decades of criticism to forge a new path. Fire what to do when you hit resistance. Zoom out, see the long game. Stay in motion. Keep practicing, even if progress feels slow. Reframe pain as part of the path, not a detour. 7. Fuse intuition with analysis. Mastery is when intuition becomes indistinguishable from logic. Greene introduces a fascinating idea that masters operate on a higher level of consciousness. They don't just follow formulas, they feel the right move. But this isn't magic. It's the result of thousands of hours of experience. Eventually, your brain recognizes patterns so deeply that it makes split-second decisions that feel like instinct. High voltage example. Serena Williams doesn't consciously plan every move. Her body just knows. But that intuition was built through years of grueling training. brain-building intuitive skill. Study patterns obsessively. Reflect on every mistake. Let go of rigid rules once you've outgrown them. 8. The master's power. True mastery attracts attention because it radiates something rare. When you reach mastery, you no longer chase validation. You become magnetic. You operate with calm confidence, command respect without words, and inspire others through your work. Greene writes that mastery isn't just about career success. It's about becoming fully yourself. It's the ultimate self-expression. Glowing star examples of modern masters: Elon Musk, Yo-Yo Ma, Jane Goodall, Steve Jobs. Different fields, same principle, decades of focused pursuit. And perhaps the most inspiring truth: mastery is available to anyone willing to walk the path. Conclusion. So, what do we learn from Mastery by Robert Greene? It's not talent that creates legends. It's process, repetition, discipline, curiosity, patience, and above all, love for the craft. Let's recap the journey. White heavy checkmark, discover your life's task. White heavy checkmark, submit to the apprenticeship phase. White heavy checkmark, learn from mentors. White heavy checkmark, enter the creative active phase. White heavy checkmark, sharpen your perception. White heavy checkmark, embrace resistance and failure. White heavy checkmark, fuse logic with intuition. White heavy checkmark, let your inner master emerge. Now the real question is, are you ready to begin your journey to mastery? Because greatness isn't reserved for the chosen few. It's earned by those who show up every single day. Headphone, want to go deeper? Read the full book, Mastery by Robert Greene. It's a masterpiece of insight, history, and strategy. Speech balloon, drop a comment and let us know what's your life's task. What are you trying to master? Thumbs up like this video if it resonated. Push pin subscribe to AudioBookCAPS for more powerful summaries. Bell, and don't forget to hit the bell so you never miss an episode. Until next time, stay curious, stay committed, and keep mastering your craft.